Is that something that we should be concerned about? I mean, I mean, like I said, I can't even afford Balenciaga, so I don't even, know how to, what that would entail us doing as
Development in the mysterious death of 20.
what that would entail us basically doing. But I do know it's a concern. And I think that what now has happened is that, you just don't see, not people realize, how vested Americans and people worldwide are in their children, etc. And so, it's definitely been an eye opener. And I know that they've lost millions of dollars. They are attempting to do uh, brand repair. We've got Tony on the line. Let's look at Tony.
Hi, Vondas.
How you doing?
Um, I'm pretty good and happy Thanksgiving, late Thanksgiving. I am so glad that you are talking about this and speaking out about this because that's really where I see our country is headed in a direction anyway. There's people out there that have been pushing for years and years to decrease the age of like sexual involvement to be younger and younger. They want it to be, young as
Yeah, but
possible,
these kids,
7,
these were
6
like
years old or whatever.
these kids was like 5 and 6 years old.
Yep. Okay. See, that's what they want. And just like a part of like what they're doing with all of this, and I don't want to get into political with the drag queen stuff, and they're teaching these kids at 5 years old about sexuality. That's not a part of it. And the only thing that it takes is for people to not say anything about it, be quiet about it, like what you're saying. Where's the outrage? Where are the people, the rappers and the different people in that industry against this? All it takes is for them to be silent. They don't even have to march about it and say that they're against it. All they have to do is be silent, and these people will continue to push because they've been pushing for years, honey, underground, pushing in Lansing, not Lansing, in Washington, for
Mm-hmm.
all of this stuff. And we just see a manifestation of it now, trust me. You know what I'm saying? When I can't, I'm not really able to read. I don't care how old I am, but when I came up in an era where as children we were protected. When I found out that it took for a man and a woman what they had to do to procreate a child, do you know that I was so outraged about it and I said, well, I wasn't sorry they do that.
Mm-hmm.
I was about 7 or 8 years old. And I was serious. I remember it. The kids at school were saying what, you have to do to have a baby. And I said, well, my mother didn't do, I said to myself, my mother didn't do that. I didn't even think my parents did that. I don't know what they did to bring me about, but I didn't think they did that. That's just how, kids were protected from sexuality.
And you know what?
I
I think
think
that
it is
too. Right, that is a cultural thing because I know as a African American woman, we did not, or my friends and I did not talk about various sexual acts until we were teenagers. When I got to college, there were other groups of people that they were talking about that at 8 and 9 years old. So a lot of that is how they portray it. But irrespective, the BDSM lifestyle, bondage, discipline, sadomasochistic, that's a lifestyle for adults. That don't have nothing to do with children. That is a lifestyle of for adults. And I think uh, to introduce the concept, even with the bear and the child holding it, you know what I mean? And then it wasn't like, well, we just blowing this out of proportion. There was a whole bunch of stuff that related to that type of child pornography that was also in those ads. It wasn't just like, okay, they got a little bear and that could be similar, but you know, it really, we're going to look past that. It was more, you know, and that is when the people on the media began, like TikTok and all of that, being super sleuths and actually going in and looking not only at that ad, but other ads where they discovered the case that dealt with taking the teeth out of the mouth, so to speak, of child pornography laws, and how that was on a table that was there. And it was almost as if many say it was somewhat orchestrated. It wasn't an accident. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the outrage. But I think that, you know, like say for instance, you might have seen the, you know, with the little, you know, the little leather on the bear. A person can say, well, that don't necessarily mean that. But then when you look at other stuff, oh, that's exactly what that meant. Okay. And the creative director of Balenciaga has come forward and said that it was his complete idea to, in fact, do this. But the issue then becomes, and what a lot of people are saying is, well, you know, shouldn't they have looked at the you know, what was being displayed before they said, you know, this really is not something that we feel good about. You know, we want to delete that. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, oh boy, you know, I didn't really know anything about this stuff. I didn't even know the Balenciaga was until you something about it. I guess I'm just not into that kind of stuff like that. But I'm not surprised because, again, like you talking about the SDM stuff, but any type of involvement pertaining to a child,
okay,
is inappropriate. And this is just a tip of the iceberg. This is just another form of what they already want, whether it's that or whether it's just the pornography involving children and then putting them into that younger and younger, putting it in schools, in the 5-year-old storybooks, all this stuff. To me, it's all a part of it, that it shouldn't be there. Kids' minds are not developed enough when they can even handle this stuff.
Well, the thing about it is
that's
that
what I feel about it. They can't handle it at this point. You know, adults can't handle it all the time. You know, I'm saying the emotional part of, you know, of that. And, you know, the sexuality and the emotions involved in it. You know, how us ladies are. You know, how messed up our minds to get muddled with all of that stuff. You know, I thought he loved me, oh, this and that. And if it messes us up, can you imagine what he does to a child?
right. And the thing about it is, to me, that really is, you know, because I come from a criminal justice background, is that what you're doing is sending a red light, or is sending, and I don't think that I would want to believe, I don't think that this was beyond their intent. But many times you have perpetrators who say, oh, it is? Well, if Balenciaga like this, then they with me. We do. And you begin to see people looking to have these sick beliefs confirmed by large luxury houses. And before you know it, it's sending a message. That's cool. Because people do that. They look for confirmation. Okay. And when they see that in this ad, they like, okay, yeah, that is right. I mean, this is one of the largest fashion houses in the world. And so now it's sending the wrong message, especially to these creepy people. Exactly. Thank you so much for calling. We'll be back. I hear my music.